So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install your G35, G37, 350Z, 370Z Piolk button. So the things that you're going to need are what comes in the box, which is of course the button itself, the little black rubber protection strip, and this piece of wire, as well as 3 tools. You'll need a flathead screwdriver, a pair of vice grips or channel locks, and a smaller pair of pliers. So removing this button is a little bit different than other cars. You have to pull it straight off, it doesn't unscrew. So you'll wrap it with the protection strip and grab it with the vice grips. Be careful not to squeeze it too hard or you might crack it. Once you have a grip on it, you'll just pull it straight off, just like that. With the button removed, the Piolk button presses on the same way. You'll just slide it over and give it a good push, and you're good to go. So if you're just looking to use this as a regular handbrake button, you're already done. If you want it to function like a drift button, I'll show you how to do that in the next few clips. So in order to save time on this, we already removed the center console in this vehicle. This particular car is a G37. I'm sure it's similar on the G35s and 350, 370Zs, but basically there'll be 2 Phillips head screws up front here, as well as a couple Phillips heads in the back. And then it will pretty much just lift out after you remove the shift knob and disconnect any wires and connectors that might be holding it in place as well. So the first step in getting the grip off the handbrake is removing these washers. There's 1 washer on each side. It's press fit in place, and this is where the flathead screwdriver comes in handy. You'll just get it behind the washer and start twisting up on both sides. I already broke it loose a little bit, but there you go. It should pop off pretty easily. And then once you get the one side off, you'll go and do the other side. So once the 2 washers are removed, you can lift this plastic cover up over the pegs, 1 on each side, and then up over the handbrake. The next step is to remove this little metal ring at the front of it. You can get it started with the flathead up at the top corner here. And then once you have it most of the way out, you can grab it with your pliers at the bottom and then pull it straight out like that. And with those 2 things off, you can start to wiggle this handbrake off, cover, after freeing it from the bottom pegs. It's going to be pretty tight, but you should be able to get it. So now with the grip removed, we can get inside the handbrake. There's a small coil spring here with a straight section towards the bottom that you can lift up on with your finger. You'll pull it up and around the piece that holds it in place, just like that. You can set that aside. You'll take the piece of wire that we included, and you have to feed it around behind this lever and through a small hole in the black rod that goes through the handle. Up and around just like that. And with both halves through, you can begin to twist it together with your fingers. And once you've gotten it started a little bit, this is where the pliers come in handy. You can spin it all the way down until it's nice and tight. You want to have very little slack just to make sure that everything stays in place, and you can bend the tails out of the way just like that. So now with the spring removed and that wire in place, the rod that runs through the handle is connected to the ratcheting mechanism. So now when you install the button, it won't engage when you're drifting until you pull out on the button to park.